You guys might remember when I said this in a previous Spectre video.
Friends, it is not every day that I play a bass that after playing it, I'm like, I want to keep this for myself. That doesn't happen very often. It happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen very often. And it also doesn't happen, it happens even less often that I play a bass and think, I should sell these.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
Well, I did it. So I have had a few of these Spectre USAs come through, and every single time I've just been blown away by them, by the quality of the woods, the quality of the workmanship, the way they feel, how comfortable they are. Like every time, and I've had I don't know, maybe a half dozen at this point. And every single time I think about keeping them for myself. And that doesn't happen as much as you might think. It happens more often than it should, but it doesn't happen as often as you might think. But with every Spectre, I've just felt that way. And so this year, as I was kind of going into this year, thinking about, FretSpot and what to do with it, obviously I've, the number one dealer in the world for F-Bass, the number one dealer in the world for MTD, which again is really thanks to you guys for supporting me and for buying the stuff from me. And then I realized, like, man, I'm kind of missing like a super cool souped up Fender bass type thing. And so I added Oliva Capolo this year, and you guys have made me the top dealer for that as well. So again, thank you so much for that. And then I was thinking, I don't really have like this kind of, I don't know exactly what you'd call this, but to me it's sort of like more of like a modernish 80s inspired and up style bass, of which there's been many copies. And so as I started thinking about how much I love these Spectres, I just thought, like, I'm going to reach out to them and see, if it's possible, if it makes sense to be a dealer. And after some conversations back and forth, I think we decided that it did make sense. I think another reason why, and I'm sorry this is so long for me just to go on about this Spectre thing, but you'll hear it here in a second. But the other thing I think that made me like really sort of lean this way is my first nice bass, which was the second bass I owned, was a Warwick neck through thumb. So a Thumbo 4. Sorry. So my first nice bass that I owned, which was the second bass that I owned, was a Warwick Thumbo 4, German-made Warwick. And I remember at the time thinking, like, wow, there's a big difference between this and the PV Millennium bass that I had before. Just this build quality is exceptional, and I always just kind of liked that format. So that would have been like late 90s, or no, that'd have been like early 2000s. And obviously, Warwick just kind of copied those designs off of Spectre. And so now, like, I think that maybe another reason why I've kind of always been somewhat partial to these. But I just love the quality of woods they have. But I love the ergonomics of the bass. I love the radius top, and I love like the tummy carve in the back. Just makes it so comfortable, whether it's on a strap or on your lap. Like, it just fits so much more ergonomically than most other basses. It just feels so comfortable. And then their basses and this gloss finish is just always super outstanding. So what you've got here is an NS5. It's a neck through 34-inch scale. We've got this gorgeous flame curly top, maple top. Our backwoods are black walnut with a maple neck through, and a 3-piece maple neck at that, which is a little hard to see unless I get close. Matching headstock, autographed by the team in Woodstock, New York. Spectre inlay there, Spectre inlay on the 12th fret. Aguilar pickups, a Pau Ferro fretboard, which is essentially like an Indian rosewood. These are the Aguilar Super Double pickups, and an Aguilar OBP3 preamp in the bridge. So I love the way this bass sounds. I think you will too. I'll run through a few kind of sounds with you here. To me, it's like a little bit in that MTD camp. It's a little bit in that Smith camp, but with more tonal range than what a Smith has. So with this wood combination and the pickups and stuff, it just kind of has that nice burpy sound, which is really sweet. Really sweet. That's with the preamp. Everything's just set flat. Both pickups on, set flat. So even with the 34-inch scale, like that B string's nice and clear. I'm playing it a little too hard, so it's vibrating. For me, I'd probably raise it just a touch, because I know that if I don't, I'll dig into it a little too hard and make a buzz like that. But if one would use a lighter touch, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Just sounds so great. All right, let's see if we hear just the bridge or the bridge pickup. Okay, let's see. Back where we were. And then if we could start, of course, geeking around with some of the sounds, like boosting the mids, cutting trebles. So if we we could start geeking around with the preamp, and we can start cutting treble, boosting mids, boosting bass, maybe reducing the volume. I'm going to put that treble back a little bit more. You get the idea. And then if we go back to both pickups on, and we probably we'll roll that mid control back. We'll do, here's a typical slap sound. So I'll cut the mid some, got the bass boosted, I'll boost the treble. I don't love those sounds with the treble up like that. It always, to me, feels a little clanky. I like that kind of thicker, fatter, warmer sound you get for slap when you pull the treble back. To be clear, that treble's just right at the center position. Sorry, I could sit here and do this all day. This is so much fun. So the Spectre USA NS5 in this just really gorgeous custom finish. has like browns and purples, and it's just, man, it's just absolutely stunning. Black walnut back, so lovely. First brand new Spectre offered through FretSpot. I'm really excited to have it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. If you are as excited as I am, head on over to FretSpot.com. You guys know the drill. If you see it on the site, it's still available. If it's not on the site, that means someone else has snagged it up. I do have 2 or 3 more on order currently that will be kind of showing up from now through the end of the year. But I can also do custom orders, so if there's something that you want, you can shoot me an email at donovan@fretspot.com, and we can put together a quote and build for you. Only $500 down to get your builds started. You can pay your balances through credit card, PayPal, Affirm, offering options up to 6 months of 0% interest through that. Trades are also welcome on new bases too. So yeah, friends, let me know your comments about FretSpot being a Spectre dealer. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. This stuff, every time I do this, is always a bit of a leap of faith, hoping that you guys think these things are as cool as I do. And up to this point, you guys have been riding with me, which I appreciate. So let me know what you all think. We'll see you in the next one.